Hello everyone, welcome back to Tesla Plays Fake Grand Order. So... last we left off, there are things to do. Yeah, I was actually told that these are not the only ones that we can interact with. There are other ones here too. Not this one. Any of them that have a face on them. Okay, so it's not that one. Is that a freaking bronze apple? Is that really a bronze apple? But yeah, there's those, these, and that one. These are the 5. So I've got a lot to just show off here. So let's get this started. Summer's here. Cool. Hi, Mash. Oh, right. This is the room listed as the Clothier headquarters. I believe it used to just be Mordred's room, but... Please, come in. Sounded like... Hi? Hi, Master. It's about time you got here. What took you so long? Okay, Moriarty's an interesting discussion because we're not supposed to see this version of him for a while. We will be seeing a version of him, but one that's much older. There are 2 versions of him, and I'll be sure to bring him up when it's more relevant. Moriarty? Oh shit, she's actually here. I can't believe it. See? I told you she would come. What are you doing here, Moriarty? Me? I'm a member of Mordred's club, Clothier. And this room is the base of operations we told the Alliance about. Why wouldn't I be here? Okay, next question. How did you know I'd be coming here? The truth is, I made a prophecy to Mordred that you would be paying a visit. And lo and behold, here you are. Now, do you believe me, Mordred? Fine, fine. What can I say now that your prediction hit the nail on the head? I'm still not entirely sure what it is you're all talking about here, but never mind that for now. What I want to know is, what kind of book are you guys trying to make, anyway? A cosplay photo collection, with Mordred as the model. What? But she's not Artoria. I know she's connected to Artoria, but the rule strictly said it has to be about Artoria, though, not just people that know her. Ah? Mordred? Cosplaying? Come on, what other choice do I got? I already promised I would. Ugh, this freaking sucks. So using Mordred as an Artoria lookalike to make a photo collection? That's still breaking the rules, though. Wait, what kind of photos are we talking about? They don't mean racy ones, do they? What do you mean by racy? Anyway, this kind of project is the last thing I've expected from you guys. How'd you decide on it? Well... Flashback. Alright, you pass. Nook and cranny has been cleaned meticulously. On behalf of the Normalization Committee, I commend your skills as the manager of the Shilton Hotel Jackal. Thank you for the kind words. Servant Fez must go off without a hitch, so we're counting on hotel staff like you to do your part. We must all ensure the safety and security of the attendees, uphold the rules, and stay true to our ideals. So I'm asking you to continue to work hard in order to help make the Normalization Committee's desired finale a reality. Will you? Yeah, sure thing. Saber. I know, okay, I'll do my job well, I always do. Glad to hear that. Take care. Shit, I swear there's something about that bitch I just can't stand. I know, but she's not wrong. Besides, you and I aren't part of a club. She said our job is hotel staff, so support everyone else who's here for servant fez. So let's just buckle down and focus on doing our jobs. You're always so damn serious. But I guess it suits you. Alright, Beansprout. I know you're the manager, so here that makes you my boss. Yep, and I'm counting on you to do your part, Mordred. I'm gonna head back to my office now. Counting on me, huh? That ain't bad. That ain't bad, but... something about the committee just doesn't sit right with me. Man, I really want to rebel. Yeah, rebelling is all about her shtick, and we'll get to her later. Wait, I forgot to... hold on. Good. You're just the kind of person I thought you were. Huh? Hi there, Mordred, Knight of Treachery. Oh, it's you. What are you up to, Moriarty? Scheming, plotting, skullduggery. Well, we're hearing this music way ahead of time. Okay, yeah. So, this wouldn't actually be originally heard till way into the future of Epic of Remnant. The final one at that. But, since I'm having to do some events out of order, you're probably going to be hearing and seeing some stuff we're not supposed to, but hey, whatever. It's just the nature of games like this. Aren't those all essentially the same thing? At any rate, I'm not my decrepit elderly self. I'm merely here to recruit you. Let me get right to the point. You should join Clothier. Huh? You nuts? My job's here at this hotel. I don't got any interest in running the race out west or drawing a dojin. That's fine. You don't need to draw a single line. All you have to do is get dressed up. Clothier is making a cosplay photo collection, and I want you to model for it. That's a good one. Me dress up. Ha! So what, you want me to put on a cute little dress and be all, ooh, look at me, I'm so pretty. You know what's funny is I can actually imagine her sounding just like that. Well, tough shit. I ain't no one's dress up doll. Let's scram before I exercise your ass for good. Oh my, what a waste. I didn't think you would be one to pass up a precious opportunity to rebel. Quite frankly, I'm surprised to find out you were actually a peace-loving knight. who would never even dream of rebelling. Oh, you jerk! You are totally gonna rattle her from that. What was that? The Anti-Service Alliance. You do know about them, yes? That's what you're talking about? Oh, what a joke. Just a bunch of drunkards running their mouths about the good old days. What about those losers made you think, no, those are some rebels worth throwing your lot in with? Especially Jean Alter and our piss-poor former sainthood. I can't exactly fault Mordred for that, since, she's definitely, fallen a long way since Orleans, I'll say that. A lot. As a matter of fact, I think ever since Summer 3, which was her final good appearance, they kind of use her as a joke character now. Kinda sucks. Indeed. Situation is not much different for Clothier either. We were originally going to put out a cosplay photo collection featuring Vlad III, but we were banned from publishing it due to it falling outside of accepted genres. Thanks to that, the other members all lost their will to create. The club is now all but disbanded. Old man Vlad doing cosplay? I'd pay good money to see that. Oh wait, on second thought, I could totally see him being way into it. Dracula? Really? I don't know. I don't really see it myself, but... it would have been an exceptionally high-quality book, but I digress. What matters now is what we know for sure is going to happen in the future. The future? Your future after one, no 2 more cycles, things gotta change around here. In 2 more cycles, Master arrive from Chaldea and shake things up on Hawaltry in a major fashion. All manner of abnormalities will break out, and discontent with the Normalization Committee will reach a fever pitch. When it does, there will be the time for rebellion, a time when a great battle between normals and rebels will begin in earnest. Whoa, whoa, don't be so sure about that. You're talking like you've already seen it happen. That's it. You're definitely up to something, aren't you? Alright, it's Clarent time. Clarent is actually our noble phantasm. Wait, I'm not gonna cause you trouble myself. This is just a prediction for the future derived from highly advanced calculations. I could explain how I arrived at it, including the formulas I used, but doing so would take about 10 hours. Yeah, don't bother. Long story short is you're making a prophecy, yeah? If there's one thing history's shown, it's that nothing good ever comes of getting mixed up with prophecies. So you still don't believe me? Fine then. How about just a provisional contract for now? Join Clothier, and you won't have to do a thing to help. If you ever feel like it won't benefit you, you can leave at any time for any reason. Yeah, alright. I guess I could go along with that. However, no harm shall come to this hotel, understand? Of course. Oh, new music. Huh. I don't know if this is from an event I haven't played, or if this is just new for this. But it's new to me. Believe me, I've no desire to spend this vacation without a roof over my head either. Oh, one last thing. As the leader of the future rebel army, would you mind if we used your name to represent our club? Our original representative is all but useless right now, you see. Yeah, sure, whatever. Oh, but don't tell Beansprout about this, yeah? I don't need him knowing I'm working a side job. Understood. Then we have a deal. I hope you look forward to the time when my predictions are proven right. Dead blame it. And now that time has come. Wouldn't you agree, Mordred? Man, it's freaking scary how far ahead you foresee things. Oh wait, fine, I'll believe you from now on. Wonderful. The Clothier can officially begin working on our Mordred cosplay photo collection. Oh, Moriarty? Can I ask you something? By all means. Are you sure Mordred will qualify for the committee's specified Artoria genre? Of course. Remember Eorandus said about qualifying for Artoria? Artoria's just so great, especially her face. She's pure, upright, bold, and daring all at once. You seem timid and demure, but she has the heart of a lion. She has all the cherubic innocence of a young woman, the beauty of a young man. She has slender, hard-working shoulders and competitive, unyielding eyes. Now, let's see if we can't get the essence of what it means to be Artoria from those words, shall we? First, there's bold and daring. Uh-huh. The heart of a lion. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Yeah, keep buttering up Mordred, why don't you? Competitive. Hell yeah, he loses so much I won't even admit what I have. You see, Mordred doesn't qualify for Artoria genre, then no one does. I ain't actually Artoria, though. As her heir, I guess I am kind of the same thing. I think I'm starting to see what all those stories I heard about Mordred we're talking about. Okay, but you're really sure about this? I think the Night of Rebellion would be just... Hold on. Okay, but you're really sure about this? You'd think the Night of Rebellion would be disqualified automatically, no matter how much they might look alike. They can't quite do that if it's not in the rules, though. I'm sure. Concerned about that as well, but to my surprise, my proposal was accepted without any pushback. Because it's not in the rules. They may not like it, but the rules didn't say that Mordred was exempt, so... You know, they've got to accept it. Well, I suppose the committee had looked less than pleased, but the chairperson agreed right away. At any rate, with that settled, I'm going to take Mordred to Clothier's workspace. You and your compatriot should come too, Master. I'd like to introduce you to the rest of our crazy cool members. No, you were right the first time, I'm sure. Okay, there's another part to this. Okay. Huh. This is Miss Crane's atelier. Oh, right. She's part of an event that's all about, like, being idols and stuff. Like performance idols, like, on stage. So, I'm sure we'll get to that eventually. It was one of my personal favorites. She made this workspace for us with her magecraft. She said it's best to have it look familiar. Everyone, stop what you're doing for a moment. Master and her friends are paying us a visit. Oh, hello there. Thank you so much for coming. Oh hey, you're totally that girl from Lost Belt 6. And I only know about it because I've seen MASH's cutscenes from that. Some of them. Yeah, you're pretty cool. Hey, come on in. So we got not just MASH, but me and Artoria Caster too, huh? That's great. The more the merrier. She's probably really happy to see MASH. The two of them really got along with each other. I had a feeling I might see you two here, given what your club is called. Was it that obvious? Yes, I used to be his club's representative. Oh, and this is our other member. Hi, Vlad. Master, what a pleasant surprise. Hello, Vlad. Didn't know you were interested in things like servant fairs. Indeed. Just goes to show one can never know what fate has in store. Our original plan was to make a cosplay folk collection featuring Count Vlad. We were going to make all kinds of dashing contemporary suits and have him model them for us his own inimitable style. Would have made for an amazing book. But then we were told anything that wasn't Artoria related was off limits, and that was that. I don't know who this AAA person leading the most such a committee is, but they're way overstepping if you ask me. One of those A's probably stands for Artoria, but... Okay, here's my question, though. What if you write a book that has Artoria in it, but it involves other characters, too? Like, would that be exempt? Like, you would think just because Artoria's in it, it would qualify. That'd be my guess? I can't imagine them disqualifying that, because the fact that Artoria exists in your project would probably mean it would automatically have to qualify. I would think. I really don't know how strict they are on that, though. I see. So that's why a club made up of so many goody two-shoes like yourselves. Hey, that's not fair. Decided to join the Anti-Servant Fest Alliance despite their lack of motivation. Anti-Servant Fest Alliance? What's that? Huh? I mean, you are boycotting Servant Fez along with Blackbeard and Sean Otro's group, right? We are? That does sound like fun, but I had no idea about it. Did you, Crane? No, this is the first time I'm hearing of it as well. Okay, so such as me then. I mean, we have just been working here all this time, but still. Anyway, we've been making a whole bunch of cosplay outfits here for all the regular attendees. For the attendees? That was my idea. I simply could not let these two spend the summer squandering their talent and passion. So I talked to some people I believed would be interested and asked them if they would like to enjoy Servant Fez, wearing some of the finest outfits ever created. I'm probably butchering that voice, but whatever. I'm not exactly a voice actor, but I try. You're far too kind, Count Vlad. Can't begin to tell you how deeply moved I am. Rain's always coming up with outfit ideas whenever she sees people around Chaldea. So now we're gonna make those outfits into cosplay and give them away as presents. Thanks to Count Vlad, we were all set to make outfits for many different servants, like Charlemagne. So we've been holed up in here ever since, making clothes and having the time of our lives. And I'm afraid I really don't know anything about this Anti-Servant Fez Alliance. I see. Looks like they've been completely cleared of suspicion then. Must be nice to be a proper human history fairy with such a pure heart. Totally not self-reflection there. But you, Moriarty, trust you haven't been sitting around twiddling your thumbs? Of course not. Return with good news. Everyone, Clouthier is now ready to resume operations. Our goal is to achieve victory in a Dojin battle, Servant Fez Normalization Committee. And we're going to do that by making our Artoria cosplay photo collection with our new model. Ah, Moriarty, it's very kind of you, and I truly appreciate it. But we're perfectly satisfied. Picking outfits alongside my closest friends is already more than I could ask for. So I'm already greatly enjoying Servant Fez, even without creating the kind of Dojin I dreamed of. It's very much of you, Miss Crane. I would expect nothing less. But while you may be okay with that, I am not. So I'm going to go ahead with this project no matter what. I want to prove that my organizational theories are correct. I'm going to do so by leading all of you towards completing a Dojin. Besides, I have a feeling seeing our new model will change your mind. Come on in, Mordred. You got it! And you're in your business suit for some reason. Whoa. Hey, Crane. Your face, so close. Would you just pin Miss Crane against the wall? Did she forget this isn't a battle? Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Make me some clothes. No, you're whispering in my ear? Am I dreaming? Non, c'est la realtà. Okay. Gladly. Is that what you wanted, Moriarty? Say to pin her against the wall. You didn't want me to knock her through it or anything, right? Not at all. Well done, Mordred. Oh my god. Think from your speed, your angle, to your choice of target was absolutely perfect. Gotcha. Alright, no more thinking for me. This you have convinced, Miss Crane. How about you, Habitrot? Hup! Ah! Your hair, your eyes, your skin. So beautiful. What a find. This is love at first sight. Definitely want to make clothes for you. Okay, I got it. Now get off my head already. Artellus, fed the Morel Boyd. How wonderful! How about you, Count Vlad? Will you continue to lend us your support as well? Of course! If anything, I have been waiting for a time such as this. I knew you to be a devious, cunning man, so I was also certain you would come up with an idea. Suppose I'll take that as a sign of trust in my capabilities. As for me, I too had every faith that you would keep Miss Crane and Habitrot motivated in my absence. It would seem that inadvertently we have been acting in concert. Alright, now that all of our members are on board, it's time to finally get to work. Well, Master, as you can see, this is where Clothier currently stands. We have refined technique, endless passion, me overseeing every phase of the project. Everyone rest assured their success is all but guaranteed. I swear, my perfect calculations never failed to amaze even me. And so humble, too. Mash? And so, Bad Moriarty, extremely confident in his club's chances, declared a preemptive victory. Suddenly, we're back to Storyteller Mash, okay. But no one foresaw the predicament they would find themselves in several days later. Half foreboding. Okay. Small Bell of Absolution. Huh. Is that a new item for ascending servants or something? I don't know. Ah, crap. I'll be right back. Okay, finally back. Sorry about that. Oy. Get some of those eternal gears back that I spent. Okay, so they're telling me that I have enough for these two clubs, but I'm still gonna hold off till I deal with the story stuff. Let's play, but this is a stream. Ocean battle between the Imposition Committee and the Anti-Servant Fez Alliance. Very well then. As one of the pillars holding up this alliance, I would like to make a worthy dojin for this battle. In fact, I'm very excited to do so. Very. However, that being said, Galdea Gaming Division is no more than a ragtag group of heroic spirits. Not a proper organization. You said it. That's true. Just here because games are fun, so... Indeed. Hey, where's the third Valkyrie? In this group, I can play all the modern consoles I want. I especially like the one where you go around mowing down armies of foot soldiers single-handedly. I consider it practice from an X-grade only rampage. Oh, you're into Muso stuff, huh? I can't blame you, they are kind of fun. They're fun in an addictive kind of way. Though after playing them for a couple of weeks, I do eventually get bored of the concept. They're the kind of games where you sit down and play them for a little while and then put them down. You're not really in it to complete them, in most cases. Not unless you are extremely devoted to them. There you are. Action games are pretty great, aren't they? Yep. Stare. Gah, why are you staring at me? Back on the beach, didn't you say you didn't know much about the Alliance? I didn't completely buy it, but she definitely did. And now we find out you're a full-fledged member of the Galdea Gaming Division. We could have made our way to the Chunchunte ages ago if you just told us then. What are you talking about? It's a whistle. Yeah, get with these guys, but I'm not part of their alliance. I just play their games, because they're fun. Wahaha, besides, I'm not even human. I'm an Oni. And obviously no Oni would have anything to do with the human world, let alone join a human group. Guhaha. Guhaha. Copying Edmond Dantes. Does this mean there's still some Kuhaha power left? Yeah, I sense the same iron will from her that rebellious teens, who like reading but absolutely refuse to make their own library card have. Not all. We're just as happy to welcome Oni as we are anyone else. Besides, this Game Division Club was my idea. If you like it, Baraki, I'd be happy to make you your own member's card. Forget it. I don't want one. Huh. Are you sure? I know it won't turn down a free gift, no matter what it was. Exactly. You always get you get every collectible you can when you play a game, right, Ibaraki? Well, everything in this world is mine for the taking anyway, so fine. I guess I could take one of those member card things if you want. Go on then, make me one. Waka waka. He coming right up. So you're the Galdea Gaming Division Club's head, Moe? Why are you acting surprised, though? Who else would it be? Yes, Master. It's my humble honor to serve as the leader of this group of gamers. Our club roster consists of Rokidoji, especially fond of action games. Hell yeah. Lady Hilda and Lady Run. If action games are their favorite genre as well. Where's the third one? What, does the third one just not like games? I just saw Thrud playing them one day. Got the urge to play it myself. Yeah, where's Thrud? You like fighting games too, right, Rune? Oh yeah. Thought they might be useful as a kind of live combat simulation. Oh, really? Oh. Thrud and Lady Runde. There's 4 of them? Thrud and Lady Runde. They are fond of dating sims. Lady Runde used to be as well, but she's begun to favor different games as of late. 5 of them! How many of them are there? You think I like dating sims? Well, you're wrong. It's not like that at all. I only engage in them as a means to gather information for my understanding of human emotions. Then you are not going to learn anything if you're trying to learn human emotions from those. It's also I can help Sister Brynhild as best I can. No other motive at work whatsoever. Every other Valkyrie I sync up with can vouch for that, right, Rinda? Yeah, that's true. It all ends up with the data I've received from you in our regular sync-ups. But I do wonder, Thrud, do those sync-ups include all of your data? Huh. They include all the important primary data, yes. The data included could be chalked up to insignificant individual differences. Uh-huh. Is that so? Make that 6! How many of these are there? Lady Rolanda and Lady Urs. Rolanda has been fond of somewhat scary games as of late. Kind of dark screens, monster, ghosts, and so on. So, is your entire group made up of just Valkyries? Except for, like, Ibaraki? I believe Lady Urs frequently watches Lady Orlinde play these games next to her. Me? I'm not observing the games, I'm observing Orlinde. Incidentally, in addition to horror games, Orlinde also likes to play games of tag with herself as it. Why is that, Orlinde? Is there someone you want to catch? Games are just games. It's not like they're reflections of reality. Uh-huh. Lance. I mean, that would just be ridiculous. Uh-huh. Hey, Mia, wasn't that girl look at you just now? Was she? Yeah, I think if it was someone looking at me. I knew it. It's kind of hard to make out the Valkyrie's emotions. Wonder why that is. Make things easier for me, though. Okay, there's a couple other ones. Last but not least, we also have Lady Ushiwakamaru and Lady Taira no Kagekiyo. Really? Osaka Behime's not here? Why? They've only come to frequent the rec room as of late. Both enjoy games that involve lopping off the enemies' heads. Of course. Hi, Master. Joining the game division this summer. I have to say, though, I thought this would involve lots more head chopping in video games. I was surprised to hear we'd be making a book. What is there to be surprised about? My role remains the same. To slaughter every last Genji. Wow, she means it. Wait, isn't that gonna cause problems? Something like that even be out in regular society? It's okay, that's just what those are always like, right? Yes, that's true. This is very much how they always are. Hey, Tomoe? Are you okay? Me? I'm fine. Although I suppose I do have one problem in my hands. Lord Blackbeard said that a club is made up of like-minded individuals coming together to form a group. So I resolved to create my own club and apply to join Serpent Fest this year. All that remains now is to make a book. But as I said earlier, I get it. Your club is kind of ragtag, right? Indeed, there's so many things to do that none of us have ever done before. We have been discussing various possibilities with much excitement, but we've not been able to decide on any one of them. Just to make sure, you do know that the doujin genres are restricted this year, right? Oh yes, remember the committee informed us of that earlier. Artoria only. Yep, the world this year every book is by Artorias, about Artorias, and for Artorias. I'm so sorry. Still have no idea how this even happened. Not at all. You have nothing to apologize for. The word restriction may sound limiting, but in practice, I think it will be a great boon. Especially in our case, as we have been so excited, we have not been able to decide on anything. I see, I see. So having a set theme can actually make it easier for you to begin creating. Is that what you mean, Tomoe Gozen? Yes, Lord Lancelot, that's exactly right. That is very astute of you. True Knight always takes a lady's feelings into consideration. All the more so for especially fair ladies like yourself. Why, that is very flattering. By the way, Sir Lancelot, you do remember why you're currently on probation, right? Of course I do. Forgive me. Afraid my honest thoughts slipped out there. When did this happen? I assure you, I was acting strictly in a chivalrous fashion, just like any other knight would. So, please stop taking up that stance that reminds you of Galahad's Bryn impalement, okay? Okay, I would really like to know what that stance looks like. Okay, let's get back on track. The point is, as a newly formed club, we're glad to have the theme chosen for you, right? Indeed. Well, as long as you stick to the Artoria theme, you can make a book in any genre you like. So as the gaming division, you probably want to make one in... I get the feeling Mash would enjoy fighting games too. The gaming genre, that makes sense. Good point. Just be weird if we came this far and you suddenly decided a travel guide or something. Very well. Book we're going to make? An Artoria-themed video game anthology. It's so weird that it's almost all Valkyries. Wait, what? Who are you? You are mentioned. So does that mean there's 7 now? Oh my god. Wait. There's a battle for this one? Why? Alright. I see. An Artoria-themed video game anthology. Indeed. That there was an anthology for a video game that's about Artoria. Exactly. Alright, in that case, what game will you be referencing? Good question. Lady Artoria-themed video game? Let's see, maybe there's an existing game that focuses on King Arthur? Would that really qualify as Artoria, though? I mean, they said something about it all being Artoria-based, didn't they? King Arthur of Legends is thought to be a man, right? So I don't see how that would count as being about Artoria. That's a good point. Not really. All they did is change the name and make it a female. That's really all they did for the most part. Changing those details would not be hard. Like in the anthology book. It would not be hard to just change that. Let's see. This makes sense. Indeed, I think you are correct. Gosh, what are we gonna do? Games about King Arthur are rare enough as it is. Game about Lady Artoria is even more so. There's definitely nothing like that in Chaldea's library. Of course not. People know who King Arthur is, but nobody knows about Artoria. Even an Artoria game just doesn't exist at all. Traders may be right, but Artoria just seems like... Hold up! Yes? I think there still might be hope. But to someone who knows everything about her first. Someone who knows everything about me? It's gotta be Merlin, isn't it? Well, it was part right. And you came to me because why? It's female Merlin. Okay, so their first thought was to go to Merlin. I thought I was way off. Well, Merlin is nowhere to be found, so... Okay, I know I'm basically Merlin's little sister. Wait, really? I thought you were just gender bent him, but... Are you really different? I mean... I'm not against that, but I'm just saying I always thought that this was just the female version from Prototype. If you don't know what that means, don't worry, many people don't. There was something called Fate Prototype that existed before the other properties, and it was meant to be the basis for their first work, but they turned down that idea and eventually went to something else, which was the Fate's Day-Night novel, which would then become the basis for the future video games, which would also be the basis for the future anime, and eventually became the basis for this. But there are some details still from Prototype. A few of the servants from Prototype are in the game, Lady Avalon being one of them. And people are making kind of a fanfiction story, like a prequel story about Prototype, and the creator is okay with it. People really like Prototype a lot, and are really happy that the creator is allowing someone to basically do more with Prototype, since his name is Nasu. He's not really interested in doing much with it, but he's okay with other people doing it. It's pretty much been accepted as canon, honestly, as far as the creator's concerned. So we have fans that are actually doing more with Prototype. Currently it's just prequel books, but as it becomes more and more popular, I've been told that if it gets big enough, it'll probably eventually get referenced in FGO, like as a proper event. It just hasn't happened yet. Anyways, back to this. I mean, I'm basically everyone's little sister, so that, of course, goes for Artoria too, but still. Interesting, okay. Hey, right, I don't believe we've had the pleasure, girl from Fairy Britain. I believe you go by Alkis? Yeah, that's right. That's the lady who always runs away in a flash when she sees the male Arthur. So she's Merlin from Proper Human Histories. Wait, does that mean... Oh, this is also complicated. I hear ya, but just roll with it. I can see that, this so also complicated look on your face, you know. If you happen to overhear anything, would you mind keeping it to yourself? Otherwise, I'll turn into sea foam and disappear. Thanks. So I was right. So about it, Lady Avalon. Do you have any ideas? Good question. There are plenty of games out there about King Arthur. But it would just be boring to use one of those. Plus, they wouldn't have any connection to your adorable Alkis there. The Normalization Committee is the one who decided on the Artoria theme, right? So I think you just need to find a depiction you like that fits that particular theme. We did make it that far. So what to do next that we're having trouble with. Even if we just do a strategy guide or playthrough journal, there doesn't be any Artoria games we can make a book about. Oh, alright. It's still just a prototype. Ha! But I do have something that might do the trick. You think you're cute, using the word prototype. Look! TV and console just appeared on one of the lobby tables. Is this one of your spells, Lady Avalon? They're both Mystic Codes. We've got a TV Mystic Code and a game console Mystic Code, put together with Magecraft. Okay, so Mystic Codes can be more than just clothes. Got it. You can make anything into a Mystic Code. It feels like that's largely unexplored, then. Naturally, they don't play digital games, but magical games. I threw it together one day when I was bored. Never thought I'd actually have a chance to show it off. So what kind of game is it? Basically, it's a board game where the purpose is to reach the goal. Oh, so it's like that one event. What was it? It was like a board game event. I was sick during when COVID was still a thing, and yes, I'm gonna call it as such. I don't care. I was sick with it when the event was going on, so I kind of had to skip it. I was dealing with a lot of crap. Yeah. So, I didn't get to experience it, but there is an event like that. And of course, you play as Artoria, the blue one. There are also 3 NPCs who act as your rivals who try to stop you from reaching the goal. The red Artoria face, the white Artoria, and the Artoria in black. And you're using the maid version for some reason. You compete and fight with your rivals, and the winner is whoever manages to live their best life. Call it the game of Can You Make It in Life? Oh, okay, it's one of those board games. I had a board game that was kind of similar to this. I don't remember much of it. But I do remember having a lot of fun with it with my family, though. But of course, a picture's worth 1,000 words. A play session is worth at least 10,000. Go in and try it for yourselves. Ooh, are we actually going to get to play it? I doubt it. It'd be kind of interesting, though. Blue Artoria. Is that literally what you're called now? I would laugh if that was the case. Oh my god. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm loving this event so far. What? Oh my god, I am playing it. Okay. Interesting. There was dice involved in everything. I mean, is there even a chance I can get her NP out? I don't know. I mean, there are 3 waves. Okay, how hard is this gonna be? Oh, that archer is gonna be a pain. Okay. 2? Damn it. They got the bonus. Okay, I'm going to want to get rid of you as soon as possible. There we go. Both is destruction. MP strength up. Well, that's not really gonna help you much. Okay, can I please get a bonus? Cool. It's only for one turn, though, unfortunately. Okay. So yes, I am... Oh, wow. Holy crap. That's cool. So how hard is this gonna be? Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm definitely using it on this one, then. One. Yeah. Wait. Really? All Buster? Okay. Huh. Okay. Sure. Does it hit all of them, I wonder? Yes. Cool. Got rid of pesky Merlin. So what's this one all about? Okay, so this is the other ones, okay. Damn it. Okay. So... I don't really have an advantage against any of them. So it really doesn't matter who I... Well, actually, yeah, it does. I'm going to have to strive to get my MP again. Okay. Something good, please. Damn it. Oh, you jerks. Oh. Okay, cool. Okay. I think we definitely got this now. Yep. Wow, okay, I got some stuff for this. Okay, more of this, please. Game of Can You Make It in Life? See, so this is what kind of sort of game it is. I see what's going on now. This is essentially a ripoff of the Game of Life. Hold it, we don't want any copyright trouble. Oh, so it's actually the Game of Life, okay. I don't know if I ever had that one, but I had one that was similar to it. Yep, it's a game where you try to live a life. Try to live a life? That sounds kind of unsettling. You have to try to live. Does that mean there are things preventing you to begin with? Sure are. There are? Yeah, take the Sacred Sword spaces. If you land on one, you end up drawing the Sacred Sword. So what happens if you do that? You become the king, of course. And once you become the king, you can't live your own life anymore, which means it's game over. Not only are there sacred sword spaces on the game board, looks like the goal at first glance too, so you really need to be careful. Then again, I guess you could arguably call them a goal in their own right. That's complete trash! What an actual dumpster fire of a game! When you get a sacred sword space means your whole life is over? Can you think of any other way to phrase that? Lady Evelyn just collapsed. No, at least I got to play a real Artoria game, so this will ends well. Alright, let's move on. Poor Lady Evelyn. Proof of Hero 1. Alright. So we have two more to do. We have this one and this one. I'll do this one next. Prescription that teaches the importance of health, of course. What? Used to treat patients by having them drink fushu? That's quite the unusual method. Tell me more. How much did you give them? Would you administer it? What diseases did you treat with it? Ho ho ho! Of course I'm happy to share. When you get to be my age, just meeting youngsters who want to hear what you have to say is enough to make your day. I can take notes, Doctor. That'd be great, thanks. This Fushu method turns out to be an effective form of treatment. We'll have to write it up in a proper report, share it with the rest of the medical world. Indeed, spreading correct medical information is why we're here, after all. Fortunately, as far as our club activities go, we're still no better off than we were before. Doesn't matter how much medical information we collect if we don't have any chances to announce it. Hey there. Pardon the intrusion, everyone. I'm Mash Currylight, professional assistant, and this is... Nice to meet you all. I'm Artoria Caster, but please call me Alcus for short. If it isn't Master and Mash, how nice of you two to pay our humble club a visit. Fortunately, as you probably know, our club is having some difficulties right now. We put this club of medical professionals together because we thought making a doujin at Servant Fez would be a good way to share valuable medical information with the world and promote the benefits of healthy living. Never thought things would turn out like this. Seems Servant Fez is much less hospitable to freedom of expression than I was led to believe. Of course, innovative treatment methods have always faced persecution thanks to outdated societal norms. In the interest of those in power, so this admittedly isn't anything new, but still disappointing. Please don't misunderstand. This isn't what Servant Fez used to be like. Oh my god. The last one was much more free and relaxed. Every day was like a festival. And with the sense of liberation that comes with being on a tropical island, when it felt like anything was possible. I see. The singularity already seemed pretty liberating to me. The last one must have been livelier. Oh no! In terms of liveliness, it's about the same. If anything, the singularity feels like it's even more extravagant. I'm sorry. Shouldn't have tried to compare them in terms of which was better. Makes perfect sense that things would change for a sequel, whether it's for a manga, a game, or anything else. The committee in charge of Hoaltria may have stricter rules than Luluha, but that's just to ensure everyone's safety. The last festival may have been a little more chaotic than this one, but there are advantages and disadvantages to each. The only reason the Anti-Servant Fest Alliance came about here is because they refused to accept the genre restriction. And now the Normalization Committee has recognized their grievance as legitimate. If an Alliance Dojin gets a high enough ranking during the finale on Day 7, they've agreed to rescind that very restriction. That ridiculous wager, huh? Stand your point. Thought I already told you there's no way we can make a Dojin under these conditions. I know. That's why we came to see you today. We found a solution. Oh? As you know, the only acceptable genre this year is Artoria. I know you may feel like that restriction is much too limiting, but... It's too soon to give up. There's still lots of hypotheticals to explore. I see. So that's what you meant. You're saying we still have room to interpret this restriction in a way that suits our sensibilities. Perhaps we have been overly focused on the word genre. Fine, maybe we do have room to reevaluate our treatment methods at this conference. In that case, why don't we start over and think about this problem again from the beginning? That would seem an especially opportune time to do so. The Eagle Master and her compatriots weren't present for our first discussion. So what kind of book were you all looking to make in the first place? We're going to make a manga about the importance of staying healthy. Things like children who don't brush their teeth regularly get cavities. But those who do keep all their teeth keep all their teeth in good condition. That is a lie. Brushing teeth and keeping good hygiene is not a guarantee that your teeth will stay healthy. I know, because it actually happened to me. I brushed my teeth for most of my life and kept them in as good condition as I could, but I still got cavities over time. Fairly early in life, too. I think I started having issues when I was in my early 30s. So yeah, that is not a guarantee, buddy. Essentially, we wanted to make a book that would teach people how to take care of themselves just by reading it. I can see a book like that in places like an infirmary. However, when we were told the theme had to be all about Artoria, we decided there was no way we could make the kind of book we wanted and gave up. I love the idea of a book I helped create teaching people the value of good health. Sounded like a modern-day manifesto, which is why I decided to join this club myself. So to be told that we can no longer make the kind of book we want, well, I don't know what to do about that. And what was your real purpose for joining Gramps? I was told that great manga could touch people's hearts and minds like nothing else. If that's true, that means this is a great way to practice a new kind of way of influencing people. Oh my god. You're freaking psycho. I knew it. Let me ask a more basic question so we can more accurately ascertain our current symptoms. What is genre, anyway? That's a good question. I think you could say that at its heart, it's a type of categorization. Though I suppose there are also situations where the word is synonymous with subject matter or theme. Basically, whatever a work of art focuses on determines the category it falls under. Something like that, I think. But themes are also something you can't see directly. You definitely don't see many books taking a page to explain exactly what themes are. If a reader thinks a book is expressing a certain theme, it is, regardless, what the creator originally intended. I see, so while themes certainly do exist, they're generally determined by what each individual consumer brings to the work. I think you've touched on something very important in your question, Miss Nightingale. Something that may just be what we need to get past this hurdle. Indeed, genre or theme may definitely exist, but the genre or theme is far from being set in stone. In which case... when you make a health-focused book, the committee can still interpret as being about Artoria. You're laughing about that. I hardly laugh at that. What's so funny about that idea? Don't worry, Dr. Sleepius is just having a mild episode. It will go away on its own in a short while. If it doesn't, I'll nurse him back to health myself. Oh boy, I can't wait to see that. Now let's just wait and see what happens. I see. So that's the ticket. In that case, I know exactly what I need to do. Why are you looking at me like that? And why did you just take out that sharp and shiny looking knife? Oh god, no! Run now! Wait, is that a scalpel? Just want to show off your fancy blade? Or you should talk to Miramasa instead. Oh god. Damn it. Wait, I have to side with him? No. I don't want that. Why am I siding with him? He's acting psycho. I should be siding with the other group. Okay, that's just a heal. Fine, if I have to. This is so mean. Why are they forcing me to do this? I was about to lose anyway. Alkis is gonna be pissed at me. Damn, I couldn't get a good hit in with my scalpel. And thank goodness for that! What the hell were you thinking? One moment you're overcome with joy, and the next you're coming at me like we're mortal enemies. I didn't figure you for a combat nut like Melusine. I also think this merits an explanation. Yeah, slow your roll, Doc. I agree. Depending on your answer, I may have to place you under immediate medical observation. I think I get where you're coming from, but let's see what you have to say for yourself. Every con attending on this island knows that Artoria is the only acceptable genre. Which means, for this summer, Artoria could end up becoming a common unit. Eh? Oh, now I see. Let me put it to you this way. If I were to write a medical book on a particular kind of surgery, I'd probably use liters to describe the amount of liters, to describe the amount of blood we would need to keep on hand in the operating room. Because liters are a unit for measuring volume currently recognized around the world. If I'd been summoned in Europe a dozen years ago and wrote a similar book then, I'd certainly use a different unit of measurement. And I'd probably use yet another one if I'd been summoned in Asia 2,000 years ago. The unit itself is important. What's important is that whoever reads the book gets an accurate picture of how much blood is needed. Similarly, in this case, if Artoria is the common theme, it means we can use Artoria as a basic unit of measure. Good point. When treating patients, we don't usually work with ideal values for each individual. Instead, we typically take the values for a generic adult male and convert them to the closest match for that patient. I see. So here on this island, you will use Artoria as a yardstick that everyone would be familiar with. Exactly. We'll have everything in our manga be Artoria, including all of the characters and the medical units. The committee shouldn't have any issues with that. It'll be a pain, but the values shown will still be correct once they're converted. So you're approaching this from a completely different angle now, Yes, this should work. I don't see any problems with it. So when you attacked me with 100% good intentions... That's right. If I'm going to use you as a base of measurement, I need to know everything about you. Not just your overall height and weight, but the length and weight of your individual body parts, how much blood you have, your shoe size. I had to ascertain all the data we would need to create an accurate representation for our medical and health-related manga. Hell, if I could, I'd ideally like to vivisect you to get a really complete picture. Oh my god! Alkis, you need to get out of this room now. You had to... No, you didn't. Look around. What else is appalled by what you just said? Making dojo is supposed to be fun, right? You want to make it boring old touch... Wait. You're all keeping quiet, not because you're appalled. Because you feel the exact same way he does? Come on, Mashmi, I say some to these maniacs. Your logic is impeccable, Sleepius. I commend you for your incredible professional dedication. What the fuck? Hey, where'd she go? Mash, come on! Damn, she got away. Well, I can't blame her. Information just doesn't get more personal than this for a young lady. Oh, now you're siding with her. She's just about to put up a bounded field to keep her here, too. She's really quick on her feet. Seriously? What should we do now? She's a talented caster, so it'll be easy to track her down. We already know we need to put a book promoting healthy living, but we'll need Artoria to make it. We can't give up now. Fortunately, there's another way. Twins almost never reject transplants made from one to the other. This would only be more true for multiple versions of the same person. I see, so you mean... There's more than one Artoria out there, remember? Now let's go make a house call to one of them so we can get the data we need. Something tells me I better go with them. Yes, would you mind if we came along for our own reference? Good attitude. If I'm being honest, I think I'm going to need more assistance than just you, Master, but I won't need all of you. Those of you staying behind, I'd like you to get things ready so we can quickly incorporate the data into our draft once we have it. You can assist with the home visit. Will too. Could use the exercise for my own health. Then Paracelsus and I will stay behind and get our current draft ready for revisions. We're at it. Start artorializing the characters too. Change the energetic boy who wears shorts, even in winter, subtly Pokemon reference, and has to wash his hands to keep colds away to AI. And make the girl with the sweet tooth who always gets scolded for good brush her teeth, Alti. Oh, okay. Ow, I get it. Understood. I'll have the rough draft revised before you get back. Alright, let's get going. Just you wait, Artorias. By the time we're done with you, we'll have every last bit of your medical data on a chart. No patient can keep things hidden from their doctor. Hehehe. A word of grandfatherly advice. Maybe keep your scalpel hidden until you're close enough to use it. What the fuck? This is so mean. I just had a very bad feeling. No, leave Lily alone. She hasn't done anything wrong. She's just pure and innocent and wants to have a good time. Like, you could go after, like, I don't know, one of the edgy ones. Hell, if anything, they probably enjoy it. Why are we doing this? Seriously, are we freaking psycho or what? I am not okay with this. Oh, we found one. What's that supposed to mean? It almost sounds like you didn't want us to find her. We don't! So this is the youngest Artoria, or at least the youngest looking one. I've checked records and all the Artorias. There are two main types. A base model and a mature model. Go after the mature one, if you're going to go after them at all. And this one's physical data would seem to be in line with the base model we need. Why? Oh, hello, Dr. Servants. How can I help you? Don't. I heard you mentioned something about physical data, but you should know I still have a long way to go as a sword fighter. So if you're looking to collect data on average saber class types, I'm afraid it won't be of much help. No, it's not that, you see. I know, I understand. Well, I'm gonna get going then. Yes, run away. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Wait, we can't publish our book without your data to use as a base. You're the doctor. Please try to understand. I do think your goal's admirable. But I just can't tell other people over less detail about my body. I'm sorry, but I swore Camelot oath to secrecy. Yes, run away. And don't stop. Am I just running in circles? Ah, damn it. There we go. I've never tried imitating Superman's Dunchu before, but looks like it worked out just fine. Talk about being prepared. Well, I knew there was a strong possibility she'd try to ditch us after all. Say I haven't lived all these years for nothing. That smile just looks messed up. It's almost like you've been hanging out with Columbus too long. Now, if you wouldn't mind switching out that ribbon for this yellow one. That's not what we're here for. Oh, right, I suppose not. Phooey. Hey, isn't that... Oh! Speaking of the edgy one. Grown-up Miss Alter. Even I'm not sure how to explain our relationship, but right now she's my only hope. Oh, I didn't expect to find another Artoria here. She's even wearing shorts, just like Al. It's like she was made to help with our dojin. Yeah, very well then. I'll examine both of you down to last millimeter. Didn't you say before that these Artoria girls are physically identical? If that's true, wouldn't we only need one of them? Data is crucial. Can never have too much of it. The more the better, I'm sure. Murderous intent? No, it's not that, but it is greatly unnerving. I have never before felt such a threat that was completely devoid of malice. Be warned that my sword does not know restraint. I would keep your distance if I were you. Don't worry about restraint here. These people are after our personal information. If we let them have their way, they'll tell the whole world sense of things like, how many hamburgers you eat in a day, I think. Oh, jeez, you're so innocent. They want more than that, lady. They want to cut you up. suppose I must commend their reckless bravery. Even Merlin would dare go that far. Even medicine can be ruinous when taken to excess. Seems I must bring the hammer of justice down on these demons in dark skies. Yay, thank you. But excessive eating isn't good for you either, you know. You should probably at least stop making every burger you get a double. Don't tell me we have to side with them again. Damn it, we do. It's a board, I guess. If I thought that I could continue with a loss, I totally would. But I don't think I can. You are expected to win this, so... Can't blame it. The writers are freaking sadists, let me just say. Hmm. They're giving you your NP for a reason. Oh wow, you're weak. Okay, they are definitely making it impossible to lose this. Well, not impossible, but pretty close to it. Set target to yourself? Huh. Huh. So I would have to target you anyway. Hmm. Yeah, I think it's impossible to lose if you are even taking this slightly seriously. Wait, what? Really? Wow, she's just getting weaker and weaker. Okay. Hmm.
よかろう。黄色いのはないかの。
すべての毒あるもの、害あるものを断ち、人々の幸福を導か。
Oh, that's what's doing it. Okay.
あまりに脆い。剣、ですね。
入信はいつでも大歓迎じゃぞ。
Oh, Jeremy eats too much. At least they try to make the end of it funny. Damn, I was careless. No idea the hamburgers in Hawaii were so much bigger. With as much medical experience as I do, a quick physical exam, scalpel included, is enough to gather most of the data we need. What's left now is to record it. Height 154 centimeters. Weight 42 kilograms. Alright, your earlier remark actually helped me realize something. It would be a good idea to include a section or dojin on how many calories one should ideally eat in a day. But don't worry, the amount you eat will be listed as 1 artoria. And we'll just convert it to an amount that's appropriate for the average person. Of course, I can't yet say whether that number will be 0.5 artorias or 100 artorias. That's how you're gonna do this? My weight will also be... That's right, your weight will also be listed as just 1 artoria, be the standard other people's weights are measured against. Well, in that case, I guess it's okay. Does it mean to use Lily's data as their base, not my own? Very well, I understand what you demon doctor is trying to do, and I'm okay with it. You shouldn't be! Indeed, royalty has served as a standard before, such as when an ancient king of Egypt's hand breadth was used as a unit of measurement. Thinking about it in that way, Victorious as a unit is not so strange either. Think about the island's name. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Thank you for your cooperation. Sure to give you a copy of our dojin once it's finished. Fantastic, we've got all the data we need. We just need to go back and start drawing. Yeah, if those committee fools think their cowardly restrictions can hold back the tide of medical progress, they're sorely mistaken. This is a manga about the benefits of healthy living. Medical field has a great deal to gain from sharing the importance of staying healthy with the public. If people didn't understand that they were directly responsible for maintaining their health, they would never go see a doctor at all, now would they? So it's so important to bridge the gap between people, their health, and the medical profession. Wordlessly nodding along in assent. After all, how else am I going to get people to drink Fushu, become overcome with gratitude, and feel like they owe me such a great debt that they have to do my every bidding? Oh, what the fuck? What? Mystic spinal fluid. Okay, I know that's one of those essential materials. Wait, what? Huh? But I'm not done. Yeah, okay, you better let me finish this. Hurt and frolic by the ebbing waves. Servant Fez. Several days before Mia's ray shift. Oh. Ah. Oh yes, this is it. This is what I've been searching for. This land of Lulahaha looks to be just the kind of creator's holy land I've always dreamed of. Here, I can spend many long hours at my desk surrounded by beautiful natural light, free to write or draw whatever I like, however I like. Not for long. And based on the way you're dressed, I'm assuming you're from one of the Gouda Gouda events. I've yet to get into those, but they are a yearly tradition. And I have a lot of them to cover later. But that'll be when I have free time. There will be no one to get in my way. Nothing but the sound of the waves lapping at the shore to ask how my progress is coming along. Truly, this island may be the closest thing we have to paradise on Earth. Ha 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 ha. Or at least that is what I was led to believe. But is that truly the case? What are these people doing here? This is not at all what I expected. But then their smiles, they're so dazzlingly bright. Pops, Pops. I understand you're excited, but I don't believe anything and everything goes around here. Remember what Master told us before we left. The Singularity still has strict deadlines and customers to expect their taste to be catered to. Yes, you're right, I'm aware of that. So, she has a talking dog. Okay, sure. And I remember that there's an event called Servant Fez that will be taking place in a few days, during which work spirits of similar taste will come together to fervently create, buy, and sell manga and novels of their own creation. Indeed, the Servant Fez is where our own worth as creators will be tested, as we will be making a book for it ourselves. At least that was my understanding. Am I right, OOE? You got it, Bacon. That being said, neither me and Abigail here have ever attended the Servant Fest thing as careers before. Yeah, this is true. Last summer I was here as a regular attendee, but this year will be my first time as part of a club. I can't wait for the big day to get here. Where did things go wrong? Now, don't be like that, Pops. And we've got a hotel room? Why don't we take this opportunity to celebrate the launch of our new club? Oh yeah, I've been rumored to try one of those Pokeballs. Pokeballs? Like Pokemon? What? I can't wait to try the pancakes. Of course. More on her much later. The Luha has the most yummiest pancakes anywhere in the world. My, that does sound nice. So would have it. Restaurant just across the street. Celebrate the creation of our new club, Bishonen. Why don't we... What the... Woof. Oh wait, no. That's not the talking dog. That's Sosuke. Then who was speaking? Huh. I don't know much about this character, so you'll forgive me if I don't get it. Yeah, apparently the dog doesn't talk. Bishonen? Yes, that's our club name. Hold up. Just a damn minute there. Did she have a split personality? Or is this a he? The Okichi person said Pop, so I'm guessing this is supposed to be a guy. Did you really just say our club is named Bishonen, Omichi? Because this is the first time I'm hearing about it. Yes, I did. Yeah, it must be a split personality thing. I know they call it something different now, not split personality, but I forget what. In fact, I just provisionally registered our club's name with the committee not too long ago. A few hours earlier, Kyokute Bacon and Company arrived at the Tropical Singularity. An inferno! This is Inferno! Woof! Sweltering air, streamers of sunlight, that's supposed to be Luha's baptism by sheer heat. To think I would set foot on an island of eternal summer such as this before even visiting Ryukyu. Uh-oh, Sosuke, you're practically melting. Hang in there, Sosuke. wine. Pops, Susuke, what are you doing? Come on, there's shade right over there. Yeah, there's nothing else I can see that's talking. Yeah, must be another personality thing. The heat is a lot more bearable as long as you avoid direct sunlight. You would feel pleasant with a nice ocean breeze. I see, you make a good Michi? Michi, is that you? What's going on? You managed to manifest separately from me. Oh, I did, didn't I? Didn't realize that first. Perhaps it's because the singularity has so much more magical energy in the air than Chaldea. So there's supposed to be two different people that just look the same? Seems we'll have to take the dog warriors on regular walks then. Well, this is great. Chan, we can have you and Omid walking around instead of always straying off. Seems I've even retained my eyesight without you. This is what I call hospitality. That's not all. I'm surprised to see you two here as well. Us? I thought I had talked to the two servants behind Tentacle Iron Bar. I didn't want to do so at first, but decided their experience at the past servant fez was too precious to pass on, swallowed by pride. But then I get to Lulahaha and find you two here instead. What's going on? Oh, that? My other self said she had a hell of a time at Lulahaha before, not in a good way. She should never setting foot here again if she could help it. How about you, Abby? Well, of course I want to enjoy summer in a summer spirit origin. And once I found out you were going to come here in your swimsuit, Owie, I knew I wanted to do the same. Glad to hear it. Got that right. Kind of Edo-eyed would I be if I didn't come to an island of endless summer, ready to make the most of it. But you're still putting up a brave face around the dog warriors, ain't ya? You think you're just barely hanging in there by using your summer spirit origin and hiding in my shadow? So you two are simply on vacation. Great. Suppose the best case scenario is that you two amateurs together can add up to one fully fledged artist, if only just. Sure, you two will be ready for the hell that lies ahead of us, because I have my doubts. Tried delegating creative duties before, so his attempts always fail to provide me with any useful experience. Woof. Oh, by the way, have you already decided on a club name, Pops? Apparently we're going to need one if we're going to get a table at the Servant Fez venue. Alright, nearly forgot. Name for a club, huh? Field of Rabbits? No, that's too on the nose. Dolcet Mines? No, that's not the tone we want to strike. Well, in the meantime, shall I take care of the provisional registration, then? I heard they'll accept a tentative name just so we can reserve a spot. Yes, good idea. Thank you, Michi. They'll be a big help. Loco Moco Chronicles? No, we're not here for the food. Back to the present. Super Bunyan. I'm not familiar with you. Oh wow, oh wow. So these are Lulaha's ultra special pancakes. After 40 minutes in line, I finally get to try them. Now I just have to say grace, and then it's time to eat. After I take a pic for Servigram. So good. Flinch? Sweet hints of coconut milk, a blueberry fragrant macadamia sauce. Oh goodness, these pancakes really are as good as I'd heard. Macadamia sauce on pancakes? I can't imagine that tastes good, personally. I like waffles more than pancakes, admittedly, but yeah, macadamia sauce on pancakes does not sound very appetizing. What was the other thing she said? Oh, the coconut milk, yeah. That I could get, but the fragrant macadamia sauce? Nah, I don't buy that. Because it must have been made the batter by bring down every kind of sin and punishment in the world and flan them with the tears of children who have never known warmth. Oh my god. What the heck? Pourquoi? What is Psycho saying? Everyone knows pancakes are meant to be eaten with maple syrup. Well, I mean, you can eat them other ways, but that's the traditional way. Let's see, that looks like Williams, or rather her swimsuit version. I also see Bacon and Hakusai. Maybe they're having an artist get together or something. Phew, I'm stuffed. I don't even know if I can polish off these chilled pineapple pieces. That hamburger with extra avocado was delicious too. Though I did have a little trouble eating it since it was so much bigger than I'd imagined. So that explains it. I've seen anyone eat a hamburger with chopsticks before. Isn't this great, Umi-chan? Finally got your own tongue and stomach. Perfect time to use them too. Now you can really stretch your wings at this resort place. Indeed, now that I'm over my shock, could be happier about this turn of events. You can finally talk face to face again. I suppose this means they were right when they said this place was a kind of servant holy land. I agree, Pops. Yeah, so what kind of book are you looking to make for this event, Baiken? It's gotta be a novel, right? Whole new one you're writing just for Servant Fez? Settle down, Oe. I was just getting to that. Truth is, there's been a thought lurking in the back of my mind ever since I was summoned. I want to try to finally complete a modern-day record of Bishonen. And this is shocking for some reason. Oh my, more Bishonen? Fingers crossed. Yes, Omichi's stunt with our club name did throw me for a loop. Maybe not for the reasons you think. Modern Day Record of Bishonen was my final book, one I never managed to complete before I died. Servant Fez seems like it might just be a good opportunity to finally sell this unfinished business. I see. That's why you were so excited to come to this tropical singularity when we first heard about it. Right you are. And since this was my plan all along, I've already been making some preparations. That's the main reason I arrived a little late. Still not completely done with everything. But for now, I'd like to discuss matters such as the book binding and distribution. Oh, I gotcha. In that case, I've got your illustrations covered. Excellent. I know I called you an amateur earlier, but in truth, that'd be a great help. Michi, I'd like to ask you to handle the printing arrangements. It was for you, young lady. I don't think it'd be much help. We can at least assist with simple jobs. Don't be ridiculous, Abigail. We're going to be running a store, which means we'll need all hands on deck. We'd be grateful for yours. Oh, in that case, of course I'd be glad to help. Woof woof. Yes, you're right, Sosuke. We'll need all paws on deck, too. Are these people serious? Don't they know it's already day 5? Are we really going to edit, design, revise, and print a whole book starting now? That's just not possible. Heck, it sounds like they might not even have a finished manuscript yet. Hang on. What did Mia's group do at the last Servant Fest again? Think of it, she still hasn't made her way to Wall Tree yet, has she? Excuse me, there's a group of promising new club applicants meeting here? Ah, Scary Head from the Normalization Committee. Oh, you're that famous influencer on Servantgram, so you're the one applying? Where's the rest of your club? Was that them over there? This is great. Nothing like a club featuring a celebrity to get con attendees excited. Okay, come with me and we'll get your club all sorted out. Don't worry, maybe day 5. Still have time to finish a book. Huh? Hang on. What do you have anything to do with... Really? She doesn't have a choice now. There we go, your application has officially been accepted. Congratulations on the launch of your club, Bishonen. I believe I speak for the rest of the committee when I say we're glad to have you. After all, it doesn't matter how well run a Dojin Con is if there's no clubs there that make it sell books. You may not have much time left, but I'm not worried. I can see you're all expert creators and artists. Through faith, you make a great book. Since the Servant Fest Reposition Committees, the Executive Board, I'll help any way I can. If there's anything you need, come see me at the nearest antenna shop. Oh, ain't that some? Just keep her busy then. If you're the committee head, let's know the Servant Fest venues fairly well now. Can you tell us if Master has arrived at Luahaha yet? She said she'd come here as soon as she was caught up with work. Master? Oh, you must mean the rumored Master of Chaldea. I'm interested in her too, but no, we haven't received any reports of her arrival yet. But never mind that. Sounds like you didn't read the pamphlet at the airport. Then, as the Reposition Committee, I must inform you of some important matters. They directly concern your club activities, so I suggest you all listen closely. Is that so? Understood? Alright everyone, let's hear what the nice committee head has to say. Oh man, I just want to get out of here. Oh yeah, the Artoria thing, that's right. Well, they're screwed. Short and frolic by the ebbing waves, yeah. Day after Mia's arrival, following Yorendu's shocking revelation. Number of resets baking clubs has experienced 2. Ikamomai, how'd you like some nice cold ice cream? Should I know you? You look like you're like one of the servants, but I don't know who you are. Oh, yes, please. Gosh, there's so many to choose from. I don't know what to go with. Which one looks good to you, Bunyan? Me? That's okay. I don't really need any ice cream. Okay. You could go with ripe durian, then. Yeah, think of strawberry. Durian? No way. What's strawberry too? Okay, 2 strawberries, please. Well, she knows how to mess with her. Mahalo, coming right up. So the singularity is no longer Luahaha, but Hawalshria. What's more, any book sold Servant has to be part of the Artoria genre. On top of that, we've already been through 2 of these resets since Lady Yorendu told us about all this. Is it any wonder all I want to do at this point is stare at the sea? One can only take having one's hopes dashed so many times. I know what you mean. Really has been one surprise after another. This is nothing like the Serpent Fest of the past we heard stories about. And if that weren't enough, even the normalization committees turned their backs on us because they consider us part of the Anti-Servant Fest Alliance. That's the worst part of all of this. If I'm being real generous, there ain't anything anyone can do but this whole reset nonsense. But why the hell did they lump our club in with this Anti-Servant Fest Alliance crowd? No idea either. Those Mobilization Committee bastards are flooding their authority. That's what it all comes down to. I think it has more to do with neglecting to make an Artoria book and getting caught up in other things. Speaking of which, what am I still doing here anyway? Oh, you like being part of the group and you know it. Oh, there they are! Hey, Club Bishonen genre. Cut that out. You gave people the wrong impression. Oh, I'm sorry. Just so excited. Never mind that. We have no time to spare. I have some news for you, and I'm going to deliver it without worrying about giving the wrong impression. You know how the Anti-Serpent Fest Alliance has been on strike to protest the Artoria-only genre restriction? Well, we just had a talk with a representative from the Nobilization Committee. She agreed to your conditions. I expect you might already know this, Hakusai, but to go into more detail... And there you have it. Alright, better get going. Still have to tell other clubs this news. So, what do we do now, Bagan? Surely you ain't gonna give up after we've practically been given this chance to serve our platter, are ya? Of course not. But how do we go about doing that? Am I supposed to just throw Artoria into a modern-day record of Bishonen? I can't do that. You're utterly absurd. I don't know. That sounds like it might be worth exploring. I mean, yes, completely absurd. Still, be that as it may, it sounds like we're going to need to include Lady Artoria somehow if we're going to make a book at all. I can remember what Mash told us. She didn't say we had to make a book that's all about Artoria. Just gotta make one that incorporates her into the theme. Exactly! You could probably write about whatever the hell you want, as long as Artoria is at least somehow involved. Hell, you could probably make her the most unimportant character in the book, and it'd probably still count. As much as the committee would hate that. Just seeing how things traditionally been done, that's what makes it interesting. So if you capture the essence of who Artoria is, it won't matter what the rest of the book looks like. And don't you think coming up with a book like that is something only we could do? What a pragmatic idea, we? Just like you'd look on the bright side. Even so, no, some of the more reason why we can't turn in subpar work. Now while we're still trying to build recognition for the name Hyokute, or rather, our club's Bishonen. So it sounds complicated. Yeah, it's a big adjustment. He basically have nowhere. You'd have to work at breakneck speed, which obviously doesn't lend itself to quality work. Damn it, why'd I open my big mouth? Didn't mean to say anything. Bunyan, I'm sorry, Super Bunyan. You've been with us even through the resets. We broke in Spice and Misobi together over the same rice cooker. The Spice and Misobi were really good, weren't they? Wait, has it been that long already? Yikes, these reset singularities are scary. Perhaps it was fate that brought us together. You'd be so kind as to offer us your counsel. Oh man, oh no. Hey Bunyan, it's okay if you don't want to. I know you wouldn't even be here in the first place if I hadn't dragged you along. I think the thing that surprised me the most is how quick you all were to go along with this. The committee basically imposed that Artoria only rule on you have nowhere, right? I wouldn't have expected a group of artists that were famous for breaking the mold and not playing by the rules to just swallow them like that. Yeah. Looks like she really got you good, Bakken. Stop laughing, Owie. She does make a good point, though. Why did you just go along with this? Suppose I can understand why it might have seemed unexpected. In the Edo period, there were numerous strict rules regarding entertainment and artistic expression. Maybe that's why we didn't think anything of this one. Perhaps we're simply used to accepting rules handed down to us from on high, no matter how unreasonable they are. Back then, luxuries and morals were strictly controlled. No publications were subject to shogunate censorship. And they weren't just empty threats. There were a number of people who were fined and imprisoned for violating these rules. Lord Kitagawa Utamaru, who dominated the art world for a time, with his gorgeous Nishiki woodblock prints, Lord Santo Kyuden, the author who mentored Father, Lord Ryutei Taneko, a fellow author we were close to with, and a Hadamoto, samurai retainer in direct service to the shogunate, Lord Tsuta Juzabaru, Pops and Lord Hakusai's friend and publisher. Not one got off from their supposed infractions lightly. They knew what they were in for. But they stayed true to themselves and their art, even if they had to risk their lives. We'll never be able to properly thank them for the rest of our lives, even after becoming servants. Then what do you think about servant fez? How do you feel about a place where anyone can make, sell, and buy whatever kind of book they want? How do we feel about it? The kind of place we've always dreamed of. The kind of place our predecessors fought, long and hard to achieve. That could be lost again all too easily. I had no idea. Thought it was just another festival. I understand why you were so excited about it. In that case, do whatever we can to make it succeed. Yeah, maybe you're right. There's no need to get desperate. Getting excited about a festival is fine, but there's no point in pitching in if it makes you want to give up. Like when you try to carry a portable Mikoshi shrine that's too heavy. Still, I don't like the idea of just meekly going along with whatever the committee says either. So I'm going to find some way to fight back. Let's show them that you can take an Edoite of Edo, but you can't take the Edo of the Edoite. Hell yeah. Edo, I'm about that. Read some ebook versions of your work, Monsieur Bacon. And I can't quite believe that you're really planning on bringing that to the con. Is that really what people are looking for these days? What was that? Flash of anger. I'm sure you'd get some sales from name recognition alone. That would be the same as people getting souvenirs. It's a free add-on to their purchase. I mean, you don't want your new book to end up buried in a bookshelf growing dusty and moldy without ever having been properly read, right? Dusty and moldy! Anger intensifying! Oops, I think I might have run my mouth again. Maybe now isn't a good time to tell Father I published an abridged version of Inunu Soshi. And an updated version of 8 Dog Chronicles designed to be more palatable for modern-day readers. For the same kind of reasons Bonya just expressed. It would certainly be interesting to try some new tricks to get people interested. But do we still need to discuss what to do about the Artoria book at the center of all this? Yeah, good point. Better get back to the hotel and start figuring out our next moves. Oh boy. Writers do not like to be heavily questioned about stuff they love. I know that much. Well, except for maybe me. I mean, I'm the kind of person who actually welcomes constructive criticism. And it's actually kind of sad I don't get more of it. Like, I try to get into writing and stuff. And when I try to ask, you know, I know the stuff is probably not as good as it should be. How can I make it better? People are just too nice about it. Like, seriously, people will not, like, criticize me very often. Like, I think only my closest friends will even try. Everyone else just wants to be overly too nice about it. Being like, it's fine. Like it could be better, but I'm sure it's fine. That's not what I want. Seriously, I want honesty, damn it. Ugh. Anyways, so we've done all the mini stories so far. Oh wait, they're all here now? Okay, they're all here now. Well, at least that makes things easier to look. So, at this point, we need to get a club to level 3, I guess? But that requires items. Like event items that you get through like grinding. And I'm gonna assume I'm gonna need a lot of them, if I had to guess. Because level 1 looks like it's gonna be fairly cheap, but it's probably gonna skyrocket when I get to the later levels on stuff. Yeah. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of grinding. In order to, like, try to make sure I have plenty of resources for the next stream. I'm not sure when the next stream is going to be, though. The next couple of days are going to be busy for me, since I have at least one doctor's appointment, and I am on medication that makes me drowsy, too, so, there's that. I'm going to hopefully stream at least once every couple of days or so. At least do that much. We'll see how it goes. This is the big problem with playing games like this, is making sure you have plenty of time in the allotted period to spend on it. Because sometimes life just gets busy, and you don't always have time for it. I'm going to try to do the best I can, though. The good news is that welfare units are now going to be offered through the Evocation Festival that's going to happen over time. And I do know somebody that does all the storyline. Like, on his channel, he shows all the storyline stuff. So, if for some reason I can't finish the event, it's not the end of the world anymore. That's a problem I used to have during my first playthrough of the game. Is I was always afraid of not finishing an event. I was afraid of not having time for it. Because I was afraid I would miss out on the story content, and I would miss out on getting that welfare servant maxed out. Especially now that reruns aren't a constant thing anymore in FGO. But there is always going to be an alternative now. So, you know, I'm okay with that. It's nice to know that at least for welfares, there is going to be a system that allows you to get them regardless over time. So that's nice. But for now, I'm going to be stopping. I did spend over 2 hours on it, so that is a lot of time for me, because I get tired easily these days. So at least I got a fair amount done today. Next time you see me, I'm going to have more resources, and we're going to be dealing a lot more with the clubs. Hopefully the story doesn't kill me. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I will talk to you later. See ya.